Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived a young girl named Emma. Emma was always in a hurry. She wanted everything to happen quickly. If she planted a seed, she wanted the flower to bloom the next day. If she started a painting, she wanted it finished in an hour. Emma didn't like waiting, not even for a moment. She thought waiting was a waste of time. One day, Emma's grandfather, a wise old man who had seen many seasons come and go, noticed her frustration. He knew that the best things in life take time. Wanting to teach Emma an important lesson, he called her over and handed her a small seed. "This is a very special seed," he said, "but you must be patient. It will only grow if you give it time." Emma took the seed and planted it in the garden. She watered it every day, expecting it to sprout quickly. But days passed, and nothing happened. Emma grew impatient. "Grandfather, why isn't it growing?" she asked. Her grandfather smiled and replied, "Good things take time, my dear. You must keep caring for it, even when you don't see any change." Emma wanted to give up, but her grandfather's words stayed with her. So she kept watering the seed. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. Yet there was no sign of life. Emma began to feel her efforts were pointless. However, she trusted her grandfather's wisdom and continued her care. Over time, Emma began to learn the value of patience. One morning, after many months, Emma went to the garden as usual. To her surprise, she saw a tiny green shoot poking through the soil. Her heart filled with joy. It wasn't much, but it was a sign that her patience was paying off. Emma continued to care for the plant, and it grew stronger each day. Eventually, it blossomed into a stunning flower, more beautiful than any she had ever seen. The flower became the talk of the village. Everyone admired it, but only Emma knew how much patience it took to grow. She realized that if she had given up, she would never have seen the beauty that had taken so long to reveal itself. Emma had learned that the best things in life can't be rushed. They require patience, love, and trust in the process. Years later, Emma became known in the village for her beautiful garden. Each plant and flower told a story of patience and care. People came from far and wide to see her garden, seeking her advice. One day, a young boy named Leo came to Emma, looking sad and lost. He told her he had lost something very dear to him, his pet dog, Max. Max had been his best friend and companion. Leo searched everywhere, called out Max's name, put up posters, and asked everyone in the village if they had seen him. But days turned into weeks, and Max was still nowhere to be found. Emma saw the pain in Leo's eyes and knew that only time could heal it. "Leo," she said softly, "I know it's hard to wait, but sometimes we have to be patient. Max will come back when the time is right. You have to believe in that." Though Leo didn't want to hear it, he wanted Max back immediately. He knew Emma was right. He would have to wait, even though it was the hardest thing to do. Weeks turned into months, and still, there was no sign of Max. Leo began to lose hope. He cried every night, missing his best friend. But Emma stayed by his side, reminding him of her own experience with patience. She shared stories of her garden and how every beautiful bloom had taken months to grow. One stormy night, there was a knock at Leo's door. He opened it to find Max, soaking wet and shivering, but alive and safe. Leo couldn't believe his eyes. He hugged Max tightly, tears streaming down his face. All the waiting, the pain, and the longing had been worth it. Emma watched the reunion with a smile. She knew the lesson of patience was a hard one, but it was a lesson worth learning. From that day on, Leo and Max were inseparable. Their bond was stronger than ever. Leo thanked Emma for her kindness and wisdom and promised to always remember her words. Good things take time. As Leo grew older, he faced many challenges in life. But whenever he felt impatient, he thought back to Emma's lesson and her beautiful garden. He knew that patience was the key to achieving great things. Many years later, Emma was old, and her garden was more beautiful than ever. She looked back on her life with a sense of peace. She had lived a life full of patience and love, nurturing not just her garden, but also the lives of those around her. Her story became a legacy of hope and a reminder that the best things in life are worth waiting for. So, my dear friends, remember this: good things take time. Don't rush the process, whether it's growing a beautiful garden, finding a lost friend, or achieving your dreams. Be patient. Trust that with time, love, and care, the most beautiful things will come to you. Keep going, even when it's hard, and even when you can't see the results. Because in the end, the wait will be worth it.